Previously, we built a professional mixing template that will guide us through this entire course. Now it's time to make room for what really matters, the vocals. A lot of engineers skip this step. They import a beat and jump straight to vocal mixing. But if your beat is too loud, too sharp, or too muddy, your vocals will never fit natural. So today we are preparing the beat for vocals, controlling its tone, cleaning its harshness, and creating space. Hey guys, my name is de-esser, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. This is the beat that we're working on. So right now we are working on a beat that is around 100 BPM, since this one is more of an Afro beat sound or amapiano sound. So you get the idea. I made this beat, by the way. So right now we are trying to tame those harsh frequencies on a beat. But first, we need to link this beat to a beat channel, guys. Let's go here to track number 1, of which our beat is also on track number 1 on the mixer channel, as you can see. Our beat is now assigned to track number 1, as you can see. So on track number 1, guys, we have FabFilter Pro Q4, this plugin. And this is why we need FabFilter Pro Q4. I like to start with Pro Q4 to clean up the beat. I use it mainly to cut harsh high frequencies, anything that competes with my vocals or adds unwanted sharpness. We are working on harsher frequencies of this beat. We are working on those frequencies that are most likely to compete with the vocals, guys. Those frequencies are most likely on the top and frequencies around the 2K hertz range to the 10,000 hertz range, guys. So we are going to make a dynamic cut here, and then we are going to boost it like this, and then somehow make it sharper, and then press listen. So you do need your headphones for this or your monitor speakers, guys. So let's listen. So these are the frequencies that you are trying to find on this beat. The most harsh one. As you can see, the more we go on the left-hand side, there are no harsh frequencies here. So we are looking at the top, these ones. So guys, I think it's right here at the 4,375 hertz. So we need to decrease this thing to around -1 or -2, just something subtle, guys, nothing drastic. Now this is the frequency that we tamed. It's just something subtle and it's working with the music. So guys, you saw how just a subtle decision can make a difference in mixing, guys, because mixing a song is all about both drastic decisions and subtle decisions. So we just made a subtle decision here. So this means that even if you know how to mix a beat, guys, you still need to tame those things so that the vocal frequencies cannot interfere with specifically those high frequencies on the beat. But if you are working maybe on a ballad or a song that does not have kicks on it or drums on it, then you have no problem, guys, in doing the step that you are doing here. So now we are still emphasizing what we just did. So there's a plugin that is mostly used for mastering, guys. It's called Ozone 12, guys, a stabilizer. Ozone 12 stabilizer. It is mostly made for mastering, guys. Now remember that when someone is mastering is all about subtle decision. You can boost something like a dB on a straight up EQ cut, but you can boost the same frequency on a mastering EQ, you can boost the same frequency 1 dB and there will be a difference because a straight up EQ is made for drastic decisions, but a mastering EQ is made for subtle decisions. That is why we are using a stabilizer, guys. A stabilizer that is made for mastering. This is why we are using a stabilizer. Next, I bring in Ozone 12. It works hand in hand with the EQ, but offers deeper tonal balance and width. It helps me refine the beat's overall presence. Now that you know, let's get on it. Before we start doing this thing, we are going to go on our presets menu here and then just find something like a harshness tamer. It's at around 60% the amount and it's taming around 70% on the highs and 100% on the mids. It's doing nothing on the lows, guys, because we are mostly taming the highs. So as you can see that it's working mostly on these high frequencies here. So what we're going to need here, we need to dial this amount back and forth and find a right amount of tweaking these harsh frequencies. As you can see that the more we go above 60 with this amount, it almost sounds like the beat is filtering at the top end, which is what we don't want. So I like 30. I think I will put it on at around 30. Let's listen to the before and after. So as you can hear, guys, that this thing, when it's on, you can feel those higher frequencies, those spiky frequencies dialing a bit down, guys, coming a bit down, especially on that top end. This is where you'll find those heads, guys, those hi-hats. So this thing, guys, does not actually tame everything that is on these frequencies. It almost works like your Sooth 2, guys, or works like your spectral shaping on Filter Pro Q4. So it only tames the harshest frequencies. It detects, it analyzes, and affects those specific harsh frequencies or spiky frequencies. That is why it is doing this thing here. And we are cutting here, not shaping. That is why it's at around 30%. I love it, guys. This is why we are doing this thing. We are trying to make sure that when we insert those precious things, the vocals, the beat is ready for them. So not only the higher frequencies are the problem in this beat, or any beat for that matter. When you're working on a hip-hop song, you will sometimes find that the kick is too loud, or you'll sometimes find out that the bass line is too loud, or the 808 is too loud. And we'll have to work on those things, in taming those things. So in this case, we have a beat that has a bass line and also have that lock drum synthesizer, piano style type of a beat. So we need to actually go back to that low end frequency and listen to it and see if these basic frequencies, rumbling or muddy frequencies, are going to be a problem or not. And for that, we are not going to use an EQ, but we are going to use a multi-band compressor, guys. So the multi-band compressor that we are going to use a Filter Pro MP. And this is why. Next, we have Pro MP. This plugin is all about control. I use it to manage low end rumble or muddy areas that could clash with my vocals' low frequencies. And also for this, guys, you will also need headphones or use stereo monitors, as we are going to dive deep into that low end frequency around at 100 Hz. So what we are looking for here, we are looking for the lowest point of the beat, of which here, this is the lowest point of the beat. So we're just going to create a band here. From the get-go, it's at -6. So we need to boost this thing to around here and then go to the loudest frequency where there are bass lines and so on, guys, and listen to the beat. So as you can see here, that is where you have the rumbling frequencies, the mad frequencies, and so on. You can actually boost it depending on the beat, but I'm just going to put it here. So here I am only trying to control the sound of the bassline because a kick here is not present, guys. You can hear it, but it's really not present. The kick is around here, guys, as you can see. So you don't need to tame a kick unless if maybe that beat has a hard hitting kick, then you can tame it. So we do not want to take this frequency completely, we just want to tame it a bit. That is why we're using a multi-band compressor. -2 dB, 0.50, it's fine. Now let's listen to it. So the next plugin that we're going to use here, we are going to use a track spacer plugin. This one works a little different from the other plugins. So this one is to make sure now that the vocals are always up front in the mix, They are not hiding under the beat. So this is to make sure that your vocals are up front. And the plugin that you can use if you don't have a track spacer plugin, you can use this free one, guys, this one. It's a free alternative of this track spacer one. This one is made by a fellow YouTuber like me. You will find these alternative plugins, guys, when you finish the course and able to download this free project, because this free project, you are going to download this free project and scout it and analyze it yourself in what was actually done in the process of mixing this song. So you will also find the free alternatives of these plugins and how you can use them on your mix for people who are saying that you don't have these plugins. So there are free alternatives. We have them. You're going to find them at the end of the course. So make sure that you watch until the end of this course, because you're going to find this project that you're working on and the alternative plugins. Now here's one of my favorite tools, Track Spacer. It dynamically carves out space for vocals in the beat, like an automatic sidechain, keeping everything clean and breathable. You must always make sure that when you're using a track spacer, you must always be subtle with it because it can destroy your mix. So right now it's at around 15%. Yes, we are going to work on the ratio, the amount or ratio, guys. So right now it's at 15%. So we need to decrease it and put it around 2, guys. 2% is fine. I never pushed it above 2. So remember that we did a side chaining on the bass, guys. This is the bass and we side chain it to the beat, guys. So in the beat section, you're going to go to track spacer and then you're going to go to here. We are going to go here and then click processing. And then here is side chaining left and right, guys. And then you're just going to right click it and click bass engine. Now the bass, guys, this bass is sidechained to this plugin, meaning lead vocal number 1 and lead vocal number 2 that are routed to the bass engine, which are vocals, guys, whenever they are singing or they are present in the mix. This plugin will make sure that it makes space for those vocals. You will see it when you have started the process of mixing the vocal. But this plugin is only present for making sure that this beat is sidechained, guys. When the vocals are singing, this thing will tell the beat to go down a bit to around -2 dB. Nothing more than that. We have made sure that the vocals have a place in this beat, and this beat will work hand in hand with the vocals. So at this stage, guys, you can skip through to the vocal preparation process, which I'm going to do on the next episode. But there are those beats, guys, that just sound a bit down, guys. They just sound a bit down in volume. So here, I like to put something like an inflator, guys. An inflator to just push a bit the sound of the beat. So we have an inflator here, guys. There is a free one of the free inflators that you'll get, at the end of this course. So as you can see here that the output is at the highest and the input is at the middle and the effect is way down, guys. So what I will do, we need to push this thing, the effect, and you will see the difference of how it sounds, guys. It doesn't necessarily push the volume of the beat, but rather the energy of the beat. You can feel that the beat is opening, is being pushed, the energy is being, uplifted. You will see the difference. You will see, guys. So this is the before and after. This is what I told you guys. You saw when I push this thing, this input knob above the beat sounds loud. But when I push this thing, guys, the effect, it somehow makes the energy of the beat to sound a bit alive, guys. Like it sounds alive and it's loud in the process. Now our beat is ready, balanced, clean, and perfectly shaped for vocals. In episode 3, we'll take our raw recordings and prepare them for the mix. From cleanup to tuning to detail work. See you on the next episode.